Hey, this is John from Alloy 211. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at an enhanced Sear bar for a GSG MP40P or ATI MP40P, whichever you would like. Now, if you own this firearm, if you shot this firearm, you may have noticed that it has quite a bit of take-up and a fair amount of reset in between shots. And not that that takes away from the overall fun of shooting this firearm or the enjoyability of shooting this firearm. Given that this is what I'd say is a novelty, it is just for taking out and having fun. Anything you could do to enhance the fun of shooting it seems like it might be a worthwhile endeavor. So I went ahead and I took a look at why those things were happening and kind of had my own take on how to fix that or how to enhance it. I'm not the first person that has done this, or I'm sure there are quite a few people. I know of at least a few, but this is my take on it. So before we get started on how I solved that problem, we'll take a look at what it looks like from the factory and why it has that to begin with. Now you can use your factory Allen wrench if you have a GSG MP40P. Let's go ahead and zoom in a bit. They do nicely provide that. And in the back you have a screw here on this right hand side cover. The back screw is a long screw. Now I had loosened that up, so it should be in there tighter than that. You may have a bit of a rattling issue if it's not. So there's the front screw, short screw, still effective screw. Go ahead and pull the side plate off. Now there's actually a screw that goes back here. It's a Torx head, but I have that out just so I don't have to bother with taking it out. So let's go ahead and mark this when it's at rest. Now we're going to take a look here at the Sear bar, and at this end we have a slot, an oval slot, and at this end we just have a hole. And if we move and the firearm is unloaded, the slide is locked back. So no worries about that. Everything is safe as can be. Now if you watch as the bar moves forward in the slot, it doesn't act on the Sear disengagement till there, all the way there. And if you watch that movement between where this is at in the slot and back here, that's a fair amount of movement before it even touches that pin. And now if we keep pushing it forward, oh, I don't know if you can hear that. Right there is where it trips. So you have from all the way there, to there before it trips. And that's a pretty long distance. And not that my solution was exactly something super elegant or mind-bogglingly groundbreaking. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off camera for a moment. But it is a solution nonetheless, and one of the nice things afforded to me by my career is I had the ability to make things on a CNC plasma table. So made it so I could make something that would work and is repeatable. So these are both good things. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at how I solved this problem. Now if you look, you can see that this is already about halfway to where it should be. So it's about halfway to where it breaks. Now if you push it forward, there you go. So you have about half the distance in take up and reset. And this bar is made out of steel. It's a 16th inch thick piece of steel. It does have this notch, but you don't have to worry about whether it's strong or not because the original bar is made out of aluminum. So it's very strong for this, and by using the notch, it doesn't need to be machined out. It's actually just simplifies the manufacturing process of it. But anyway, I took it out and shot it like this. My son and I both did, and granted my son is 10, so he just likes going out and shooting, just like any of us probably did when we were kids. But he said that it really made it seem like a totally different gun. It made it a lot more fun to shoot, and just not having so much reset, he said, just made it a lot more enjoyable. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate a like. If you watch some of my other videos and you enjoy those too, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. I will have a couple more, well, I'll have one more video coming up soon having to do with the GSG and maybe something to do with a magazine solution. But until then, I do plan on doing a couple more on this gun. I do like shooting it, but there have been, I don't want to say issues, but there have been some hiccups with it, and I want to try to address those too. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day.